So I've been gaming on a PC for the past month now, and I think it's time I answer the good old question, which one is better, a PS5 or PC? There are pros and cons to both, so in this video, I'll go over performance, gaming libraries, ease of use, and my overall experience. So if you're planning on switching to one or the other, I hope this video helps. Okay, starting with design. Some people might not even think about it. Every PS5, Slim, or Pro look the same. They're mostly white and pretty big compared to the previous generations. I have the PS5 Pro laying flat at my TV setup and the original PS5 standing up at my desk setup. But no matter where you put it, they'll stand out either way. Luckily, you can swap the console covers with official ones from Sony or third-party options. I'm still waiting for the PS5 Pro black covers from Sony, but I have these D-brand retro dark plates on the PS5. For the PC, I went with a mini ITX build. It's a bit wider and deeper than a PS5, but nothing like a mid or full-size tower, so it won't take up that much space. The case is made with aluminium, and it feels premium compared to the PS5 or other PC cases. If you do go for a mid-tower, be mindful of how much space it might take. For the overall look, PC is where you have more options. I can change the entire case, maybe add RGB lights, and I've seen some PCs with an integrated touchscreen. I like mine simple, black, and stealthy. If you're interested in my PC build, I'll link it in the cards and in the description box below. Alright, performance is the biggest difference between a PS5 and PC, and it also depends on your budget, which I'll talk about later. The PS5 offers two modes, either graphics or performance. So you're looking at up to 4K 60 FPS, and it's worth mentioning that it's an upscaled resolution, not native. The PS5 Pro has another mode for PS5 Pro enhanced games, which gives you the best of both worlds. Some games can hit 80 or even 120 FPS, and that 4K resolution looks sharper thanks to PSSR. Since every PS5 and Pro models are the same, developers can optimize their games so every owner can have a good gaming experience. On PC, the numbers are much wider, but it's a you get what you pay for. My build has a 7800X3D, 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM, and the 5080 Founders Edition. It can play any game I throw at it in 4K 120 FPS with no AI enhancements. But when I turn on DLSS, games like Stellar Blade and Rebirth can reach over 300 FPS, and Valorant in 1080p was over 1000. It's not a fair comparison since I bought the PS5 for $700 and the PC costs more than that. With today's prices, a 5080 is more than a PS5 Pro and even two 32 gig sticks of RAM. Gaming on a PC will also give you a lot of control. I'm still getting used to all these different settings, but I can fine-tune and tweak just about anything I want. I can even overclock the CPU and GPU, which I just started learning about. And if you'd like to see hardware stats, there's NVIDIA Overlay or Riva Tuner. I prefer the second one since I can see both the CPU and GPU as well as the usage and power. When I load the same game, the difference is noticeable. For example, the PC version of Rebirth has more detail, better lighting, and higher resolution textures. The PS5 Pro version looks great, especially if you're playing from a couch, but sitting close to a monitor, there's a big difference. The PS5 and Pro models are pretty good considering the price, but if you want the best graphics and performance, a PC wins if you're willing to spend the extra money. So exclusive games have changed a lot over the past few years. We've seen PS5 games being ported to PC, and even Xbox games on PS5. Developers just want to release their games on more platforms so more people can play them and make more money. Two games I play, Rebirth and Stellar Blade, launched on PS5 in 2024 and were released on PC about a year later. Spider-Man and Death Stranding were also on PS5 first, then PC later on. PS5 exclusives are basically a timing thing now. There are still some games that are only on PS5 like Astrobot and Ghost of Yotei, and for now, Wolverine and GTA 6 are PS5 exclusives. So if you want to play those at launch, you need a PS5. On the PC side, you have the entire Steam library or any gaming store as well as emulation. And the list of PC games is one of the largest I've seen. If you want to play new releases on day one, the PS5 is a better choice, but if you don't mind waiting, PC offers the best version. If you're into mods, PC has a clear advantage. Websites like Nexus Mods have a ton you can choose from. In Rebirth, I added the Reunion mod loader, so I can change Tifa's outfit to her cowgirl one. And in Stellar Blade, there's the custom nano suit, so swapping Eve's suit is quick and easy. PS5 just has what the developer gave you. I normally play those single-player story games, so there aren't any extra fees to play them. But for some multiplayer games on PS5, you need PS Plus to play online. The cheapest plan, Essential, will cost you $80 per year, and that includes online multiplayer, cloud saves, and monthly games. But those games are either a hit or miss. Games like Valorant and Fortnite don't need PS Plus, while other games like Arc Raiders and Helldivers need a paid plan. On PC, you don't need to pay to play online. It's all free, and this includes cloud saves. But if you do want to play some Xbox games, you can pay for Game Pass. And I recently learned there's a PS Plus app on PC. Some games are also cross-platform, so you can switch between PS5 and PC and play online with both. Over time, PS Plus adds up, so it's something to keep in mind. For ease of use, gaming on a console is a lot simpler. With the PS5, I just turn it on, the TV turns on automatically, and I can start playing a game. The UI is pretty straightforward, your recent games all lined up, PS Store and Plus off to the side, and media apps on a separate tab. There's also the occasional software update, but nothing too bad. The PS5 is technically a computer built only for gaming. Gaming on a PC might require a few extra steps. Turn on the PC and monitor, wait for your apps to load, open Steam, find a game, and start playing. But Windows updates can break things. Sometimes games don't launch for some reason, drivers need updating, or something's wrong in the BIOS. It's not a deal breaker if you're a tech head, just a little troubleshooting. But if you're not, it might be a pain. A PC is a full-on computer running Windows or Linux, and Steam is just one app on top of the many others. For anyone who just wants a plug-and-play experience, the PS5 is the way to go. Display size is also something you might want to think about. As a longtime console user, I prefer gaming on a TV. I get a way bigger screen, and I feel more immersed in the game. Now, I'm not saying a monitor is bad, but it's more for those times when I want to focus. You can use either a TV or monitor for a PS5, but a monitor is probably better for a PC. It's going to be hard navigating around without a flat surface. Plus, some monitors have a higher refresh rate and even wider aspect ratio than a TV. I use the LG 32GS95UE, and it's a standard 16:9, but it supports 4K 240Hz or 1080p 480Hz. I grew up using controllers, and I still use one on a PC for story games. But ever since I built this PC, I've been trying the whole keyboard and mouse thing. I still prefer a controller, but I'm more accurate with a mouse for shooter games. Both platforms will work with either or, and the DualSense does support multi-device pairing. And I believe most headsets work with either a PS5 or PC like the Pulse Elite. I do need to use the included adapter, but it works fine on both. The PS5 and PC have a gaming handheld worth knowing about. The PS Portal is more of a streaming device, but it lets you remote play from your PS5 to here. You need a good internet connection for it to work though. You also have cloud streaming if you have the most expensive plan, PS Plus Premium, which is $160 per year. PC has quite a few handhelds. I have a Steam Deck OLED, but there's also the Xbox Ally X and Legion Go 2. These let you play games directly on the handheld with no internet required, but you can stream games using Steam or Chiaki if you wanted to. The main difference is offline gaming. A PC lets you multitask in ways a PS5 can't. I can have a game open, browse the web, and have a video playing. It's also useful for copying and pasting those redemption codes. And if I really wanted to, I can have 4 games running at once. The PS5 is a simple one thing at a time. Unfortunately, memory and storage prices have gone up, so I won't go into too much detail. The PS5 now starts at $600 and the PS5 Pro at $900. On the PC side, the price depends on each part. I won't say the exact price for my build, but as of right now, the GPU and RAM combined is double the price of the PS5 Pro. In the future, if prices return to normal, you can upgrade any PC part, assuming everything is still compatible. Maybe I want a faster CPU, or use a different cooler, I can swap it out. The PS5 is basically a one-time purchase, but you can add more storage with the M.2 SSD. So if you're working with a tight budget, the PS5 is the more practical choice. But if money is no issue, and you want the best gaming experience, a PC is better in the long run. I now do most of my gaming on the PC, and if I want to relax, I'll do some couch gaming on the PS5 Pro. Let me know if you're team PS5 or team PC in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!